got a call from a friend of mine last week asking if I wanted an old signal generator they're throwing out at work. He works at an old electronics test company. They do a lot of work with radio conduits and waveguides and things like that. And when I went over to have a look at this generator, he told me it was an old HP, and I assumed it was something sort of fairly mundane. He showed me this this Hewlett-Packard. What model is it? It's an 8662A. Incredible machine. Weighs an absolute ton. Must have cost an absolute fortune when it was new. It is faulty. I don't exactly know what the fault is. They said apparently it was written off about 6 years ago, and it was sent to HP, and HP said it was beyond economical repair. So I'm not too sure what to expect. I haven't powered it up yet. I did see it working briefly when I was over at the previous owners, and it powers up and everything looks okay. So I'm going to give it a go now and see what it does. I don't know anything about it. All I do know, it's got some really nice features that are so useful for me. It's got a sweep generator, and it's even got marker position, so you can put markers into the generator. None of my other signal generators will do that. The Roden Schwartz or the Marconi won't do that. So this works. They can replace the two signal generators I've got here. So let's power it up. I'm going to run it on the variac. I'm not going to wind it up softly because I don't know how it will respond to a soft start. It probably won't like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut the variac off and switch it on hard. Okay, there's the inrush. There's no indication now. Let's turn the power on. It's using a lot of power. Okay, it's producing 1 watt already. And we've got this status light flashing. It's 14. Now there's a pull-out sheet here. It tells you various areas. Frequency of. What's that? 14. Where are we? Frequency of reference out of tolerance. Okay. Well, I'm not too worried about that. That's probably just a tolerance problem as it's warming up. As you see, the display's all working. I've got no idea if it will produce an output, so let's plug it into the HP scope and see if we get anything at all. Now, bear with me, I haven't read the instructions. I'm going to just enter a frequency and see if we can get any output at all. So, I've got another status now, 99. Malfunction. See service manual. Okay, that's useful. Okay, this anyway. Frequency 10 megahertz. Okay. Amplitude. Let's go 1. Let's go 1,000. No, it's 100 millivolts. So 100 millivolts. That didn't do anything, so that's not right. It's gone back to decibel M. So how do I change that? Units. Can I select units? Is there a units button? Store, recall, backspace. So many buttons. I really haven't got a clue what I'm doing here. Let's try another 100 millivolts. Sine wave. We have a sine wave output, so that's a good start. So it looks like there is some form of output, and it's coming up on the scope as exactly 10 megs. So that's looking promising. Let's try and increase the gain of the. Okay, can ramp it up manually. Oh, that sine wave's lovely and clean. So that looks okay. Let's try some modulation then. So amplitude modulation. That's at 30%. Now how can you increase that? Let's go 99%. It's got... Oh, it says external source low. So has it got an internal signal generator? Oh, external AC, internal 1 kHz. There we go. AM signal generator. Wow, that seems to work. That's looking promising. So what I'm going to try now is step it up to 100 megahertz. So frequency 100. Where are you? Kilohertz. This kilohertz. Where's megahertz? Oh, megahertz. I'm looking at it. Okay. That's one. Okay, this is coming to the end of the bandwidth of the scope, but that looks good. Still got the modulation there. Okay, let's turn the AM off and let's try FM modulation. Internal 400 cycles with a 99 kilohertz deviation. Still got the flashing light. There's no sign of modulation there, is it? Oh yes, no, there it is. Let's reduce the frequency so you can see it a bit easier. So let's do 470 kilohertz. There we go. There, wonderful. It's working fine. It's good, nice, clean signal. That seems to be working around. Okay, so that's all appears to be working fine. Status light has still got 99 flashing. So let's turn the output off. Nope. That doesn't seem to work. Oh, what does that do? Let's go to amplitude. It looks like it might have frozen. FM frequency. Let's turn the amplitude off. So let's go to external DC. It's clean now. I can't seem to adjust the output anymore. Select the output. What's this button doing? Nothing. Status light stopped flashing. I've got a funny feeling it's working okay, but I've lost control of the amplitude. No. Someone probably knows exactly what I'm doing wrong here, if anything. Oh, there you go. So that's still working. Status light is no longer flash. Oh, what's that mean? Is that a status light isn't flashing anymore? But I've got 12 come up. So is that an error? Status 12. Crystal oven not heat stable. Allow 1 hour. Okay. Well, it looks like it might be working to a fashion. I don't know what its output power is. The weight of it, I'd expect it to be a couple of megawatts, but oh, it's 1 volt peak to peak by the looks of it. I don't think you can go any higher than that. No, it's 1 volt peak to peak. So it's obviously a fairly low output power. But it has got the sweep gen. Let's see if we can start a sweep. So start frequency. Okay, so oh god, how do you work this then? So start frequency of 460 kilohertz. That didn't seem to do anything. Stop no. Okay, no, this is start frequency. It's come up start, so let's register that. Stop frequency. Oh no, that's a bit high. So let's try 480 stop frequency. Nope, that's not right. Let's try 480 kilohertz like that. So start, stop. So how do you run it then? If I was giving it the start, I've given it the stop, span frequency. Well, surely if I've told it the start frequency, I've told it the stop frequency, it doesn't need the span frequency, does it? Okay. How do you run it? This is really confusing me. How do you get it to sweep? Manual? Automatic? I want that sweep light to come up. How the hell do I select that? Is there a sweep button somewhere? Start frequency, stop frequency, stop. Probably have to read the manual. Ah! Okay, it's doing something. And it does look like it's got something on the scope. What the hell? There we go. Let's try and trigger that a bit better. Might have to adjust the hold off to get it to that's my trigger level. No, that's not going to trigger, I don't think. I'm not going to make it any clearer. But it certainly seems to be sweeping, so the sweep generator side of it does definitely work. Let's put that back to minimum again. I've got modulation on there by the looks of it as well. So, yeah, basically it's looks like it's a functioning generator to a point. I mean, without checking, I want to try these markers. These will be great, because if I can inject a 10.7 megahertz signal and then sweep it, and then add a marker, then I can sweep FM discriminator circuits and set the S-curves and things like that. I'll probably do another video on this if I get anywhere else and working out how to actually use it properly, but initially it looks like it's a working instrument, so thanks for watching.